Hello, this is Bryce on the floor coming at you with another tennis improvement video. Today we're going to compare this player's one-handed backhand technique to Roger Federer to give you guys insights about how to improve your one-handed backhand.
Let's get into how this player can improve his one-handed backhand. The first thing that I'm seeing that we need to work on that one-handed backhand is the backswing. Okay, so that backswing is pretty low, and it's a lot lower than Roger Federer's here. Okay, so notice how Roger Federer's backswing is up and the racket tip is facing the sky. Okay, with this shortened backswing, what it's telling me is that you're not going to be able to have much penetration or power when you're going in to hit your one-handed backhand. So we want to get that racket tip facing the sky, and we want to get that backswing further back, and that's going to help you coil the waist more and be able to get more power on your one-handed backhand. So the next thing that we want to look at is the position of your elbow. Your elbow is down here and your armpit is closed, and that's going to decrease the amount of leverage you're going to be able to get in that one-handed backhand. Notice on Roger Federer's side how his elbow is up and his armpit is aired. Okay, so his armpit is not closed. Okay, that's really important for efficient movement of the arm and body. Okay, so you want to make sure you do what we call air that armpit, and you want to get that arm up. You don't want to have your elbow down in that position like this. So the next thing that we want to break down is the contact of the ball. All right, so when you contact the ball, you want to contact the ball flat like a wall to the ball. However, this contact point is a little bit open, and that's probably going to decrease the accuracy. So when you contact the ball, you don't want sort of the angle of the racket sort of up like this. All right, so you don't want to have this angle in the racket. You want your racket strings at contact to be facing kind of like this. Let's take a look at Roger Federer. All right, when he contacts the ball, notice what's going on with the racket. That racket is pretty much completely like a wall. It's flat like a wall to the ball. And then from this point, he moves the racket upward. Okay, so when you move the racket after you contact the ball, the racket needs to go directly upward. Okay, so you're kind of pushing the racket out to the side, all right, and then going across. But when you contact the ball, it's right after you contact it, the racket will move directly upward. Okay, the racket moves in an upward motion, and then that's how you create topspin and have more accuracy when you contact the ball. So you move the racket in an upward motion. So the next thing, and it's a little bit related to this topic, is you have to lift from the body. Okay, so in your one-handed backhand, you are getting low initially, but there's very little lift as you follow through. Okay, you have to lift the racket in an upward motion, and also you have to lift the body in an upward motion. Okay, so as opposed to Roger Federer, let's look what's happening with his legs after he makes contact with the ball. You can see that he's lifting. All right, remember the ground stroke is a lifting game. So you want to lift up from the legs after you contact the ball. All right, and the last little tip that we want to focus on this one-handed backhand is that non-dominant arm. This is really important for balance. You don't want to have that non-dominant arm down like this. You want to move the non-dominant arm away from the racket and the body at the follow-through, just like here. Okay, so you want to make sure that non-dominant arm is moving away. So implement all those tips, and you're going to see massive improvement on your one-handed backhand. This has been Bryce on the floor with another tennis improvement video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you would like personalized tips, click the link below and join my Discord group. And as always, great luck out there on the tennis court. Thanks.